our next topic is going to be, our next format's debate. So students learn how to do debate, which is not what you think, which is, free form arguing. We actually learn how to respectfully have a conversation and listen to each other about really important and sometimes silly issues. So our event tonight is called When Change Speaks. So I came up with a debate topic that has the word change in it. So these students only had a couple of hours to prepare this debate. So in debate, you don't have very much time and you're assigned your side. So these students had the topic, the COVID-19 pandemic will change the world forever. So we now have Akshara, Ria, Connor, William, Joshua, and Josiah, who represent Richmond, Walnut Creek, Fremont, Ohio, and Illinois. Okay, so the pro team will be Akshara, Joshua, and Ria.
Hello, my name is Ria, and I am the first speaker on the pro side for the topic. The COVID-19 pandemic has permanently impacted the world. So our first contention is cleanliness. During the pandemic, we have become more aware of the ways germs are spread. It opened our eyes to many unsanitary habits we have developed over the years. Take drinking fountains, for example. They're extremely unsanitary because people can actually put their mouth on the nozzle, and they're hardly ever cleaned. Because of this, most drinking fountains have been closed or replaced with water bottle fillers. And after this realization, it's hardly unlikely things will ever go back to the way they were.
And our second contention is that there's been a lot of improved medical regulations because during the COVID-19 pandemic, multiple medical regulations had to be changed or improved to keep up with the twists and turns of the disease. Some of these included having to wear a mask if still working in person. Multiple people would be infected with the disease, but some would be less affected by the symptoms, and this would cause for it to be sometimes undetectable. This is why the regulation of having to wear a mask at all times was kept up. People wanted to prevent the avoidable spread of COVID whenever they could. Now people can be safer due to the regulations that have been improved and created. They've been changed to fit our current situation and will most likely be a reoccurring rule whenever a pandemic starts anew.
And our third contention is that there were many new medical scientific discoveries. According to the CDC, hospitals across the country have improved medical procedures to ensure the medical safety of patients and workers. Also, the COVID vaccine has been created for almost ages, which lowers the symptoms of COVID-19. Soon, there will be a prevention vaccine. Improvements and discoveries in the healthcare system will change the world for the better. New vaccines and rules will make our world healthier and a better place to live in. For all those reasons, vote for the pro side.
Excellent. Great job, pro team. Now we'll hear from the con team. You have 2 minutes for your opening. Okay, go ahead, William.
Today we're here to talk if the COVID-19 pandemic will change the world forever, permanently. And we are con, and our first contention is it will not change the world permanently because in 1918 the Spanish flu killed millions of people, and it was forgotten. So it will not change the world permanently because people will, in 5 years, people will just forget about it. Almost everyone. And second contention. I drove across the country and saw that people are still living the exact same way that we're living like before the pandemic. And there are not even temporary changes, let alone permanent changes. And in my third contention, in Austria last night, the police were shooting at people protesting COVID restrictions. We see protests all over the place about COVID restrictions. People just want to get back to the way it was. It's human nature. You can't change human nature. And I'll now take questions.
Oh, no questions tonight, but thank you,
Oh,
William, for the con team. That was great. All right, the pro team, what are your responses?
So you said that it's human nature to you said that it's human nature for people to go back to the way things are. However, that's highly not true. Because like the main thing about human nature is that it's always changing, and this isn't just like with humans, but all life, not even just on Earth, but everywhere. They always have to keep adapting to the changing environment.
Go ahead, Akshara.
And also one point is that if there's just a really large loss in the human population, I don't think people will forget that very easily.
Okay, those are the responses from the pro team. Does the con team have any responses? All right, let's go back to the pro team for the closing.
Today, we discussed the improvements that were made in the healthcare system to keep others safe. We talked about the flaws that existed and patched up. If we continue to improve, we can soon have a very healthy world. This is why the statement, the COVID-19 pandemic will change our world forever, is true. Vote for us if you agree.
Excellent. Thank you, pro team. Con team, do you have any final words, Josiah?
For us, we think that COVID isn't going to change the world forever because they're making vaccines. The people will just that have already died could like the human population is rising a lot, and um, and that means by the time that it'll be 10 years after this, it'll probably already be making up for like half of the people that are lost, and and by 10 years I'm pretty sure that they'll already have like cures or something, since in like almost 2 years they were able to make a working vaccine that almost makes you nearly perfectly protected. And that means that by 10 years they could probably make a cure, since they'd have 5 times the amount of time. And with the vaccine, it protects you. So since scientists are also getting more evolution by more years, so it'll make sense that COVID-19 would not change forever, and the masks are just temporary until they get a cure, and masks are good. And you and now and wait one moment. And the cure could probably be made even faster than 10 years. And if anything else happens, then like if there's any other viruses, then we'll already have like protection and experience, since we've already had the like other plagues and things in like hundreds of years ago. So now we'll have even more things, which will lead to humanity even growing more. And and after all, it won't change forever, but just boost us. And that's the closing. Vote for con.
Yay, good job, everyone. If you have opinions on this topic, please put those in the chat. Wonderful job, debaters. This was their first time doing a debate for this larger group. This is most of their first times debating at all. And so congratulations, everyone.